sitting at a booth where I cook crack. Got niggas mad at me like this shit was handed to me. Like that pistol never jammed up on me. He put that barrel to my head, that pistol jammed up on me. Like I ain't almost get nailed without that hammer on me. Like that bitch had them bands and I ain't scammer for him. For the mansions.
Let's go. All right, guys. Thank you.
All right, guys. So
back.
Global State of Mind, we back at it again. Here with the group MAC, MAC, representing.
No. It's not MAC, sir.
It's MAC, right?
No. Most accurate conversation.
That's
MAK.
Oh shit! Conversation with a K. Okay.
Conversation with a K.
He's slick. They got
okay. My bad.
You can't come. You gotta go correct, baby. It ain't no regular Mac around here. That's for the cheese. But yeah, all right. Thank you guys for coming back, man. Yeah, don't forget, man. Subscribe, like, share.
Comment.
No matter what you do, guys, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, you know what I'm saying? If you was in the same position, we actually do the same thing for us. Subscribe. Hit that button. It helps us with the algorithms, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, we're not out here trying to give you nothing bad or nothing. We're just trying to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to bring you into the family, global state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Think like us. No, not like us. Think like yourself. I mean, but like, subscribe, share, nigga. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we basically just went over the music aspects of, you know what I mean, y'all's visions and y'all lives right now. What I really want this section to be about is a little bit of a deep dive into your lives coming up as a Jit in the States, in y'all hood, you know what I mean? What was that like? The experience, you know what I mean? We all know that coming up as a black man in America, or even, you know what I mean, a man of color in America, it can be a difficult thing. Not even only in America, but all over the world. Me and Garnet had a podcast strictly on that topic, by the way. So yeah. And so yeah, what was that experience like for y'all? You know what I mean? The decision making, the influence on your life, and the situation that y'all have to go through on a day-to-day basis.
Well, shit. For me, bro, like I grew up in the system, my nigga. Mm-hmm. I grew up in group homes and foster care and shit in California. And so for me, nigga, that shit was like before I ever even made it to the foster care and shit though. Nigga, the my mama, she was doing her thing, you feel me, fucking around in the streets and shit, but she was taking me and my little brother with her though. You feel me? Like she going in, whatever she doing, bro, she hitting. Yeah. Whatever she doing, bro, she was taking us with her. You feel me? Like, yeah. And putting. I remember, nigga, we was going to stores, niggas, like Macy's and little like mall stores and shit like that back in the days and shit. And she would go in there with us and go to the kids section and you know what I'm saying, slap shit on us and shit. You feel me? And and we slide up out of there with under our big ass clothes. Shit,
yeah, fresh. That's gonna last a year. Like that.
And then boom, but by the time we done made it back to the house though, this is when I was living in the P. This is when we was living in Sac when I was younger. Like we was walking back. I used to live on 4th. Matter of fact, no, I'm not from 4th though. But we was walking. By the time we make it back to the apartments though, bro, she done sold nigga damn near every outfit that we done had on our bodies, nigga. Because we would walk home, bro, and she would sell that shit, nigga, to whoever wanted to buy some child clothes, any kid clothes, bro. Like we was saucy, bro. But she got caught. You
guys were the models for the clothes.
Nah, nigga, we was the couriers, nigga. We was the couriers
and the models.
Damn. Hey, but look, she ended up getting smacked one time trying to get some electronics though. One time though, so that's how I ended up going into the system, right? So she gets hit, goes, and we end up going to the system. Me and my little brother end up going to this.
Now, when you say the system, are you what? Give us a name, because here's this thing of difference that people don't realize in America. It's harder to be a person of color because you have to be a person of color and you have to be a man. So when you go into the system, what system are you talking about?
Well, that's just like, I guess that's just like a little term that is called, but it's really like you just go to group homes and shit. You feel me? Okay. We end up going to foster care. That's what it is. Foster care, bro.
Because some people hear system and they automatically think like, okay, he was a kid and he got locked up. No, nigga.
No. I went to foster care, like,
Okay.
but it was group home. It was like a facility, you know.
Well,
what I'm saying? It
foster
was a
care is like
facility.
prison though.
No, you can go to actual homes though. You can go to homes with parents, like two with a mama and a daddy, or just a mama or a daddy, or you feel me? Like you can go to homes
Or a
with
mama
motherfuckers
and a mama.
or whatever. Yeah, now,
Yeah.
you can do whatever. Like it could be
Yeah.
however now, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Whatever you want to do, but that's what I mean by the system, though. It's the foster care. I guess that's just probably like just a little term we call. I don't know, but that's all I ever heard coming up was that we grew up in the system. But I don't know. That's just what it is, the system.
What
But
about you,
so I go to a
Pancho?
group homes, huh?
No, I was wondering about Pancho. What about you, Pancho? Where
Man,
where you from? What hood you from, or what
Yeah.
area?
I'm from North Spokane, like, and it's not even like,
509.
it's not even like, you know what I mean? All I had was my mom. There's only so much my mom could do if she's working and taking care of me. You know what I mean? So I'm out in the streets, you know what I'm saying? I see, you know what I'm saying, people my age with pockets full of money. I'm wondering how they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I mean? And it just took me on a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing my mom could do. You know what I'm saying? She's at work. I'm out in the streets. This is you know what I'm saying? And it was just, I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to do none of that. You know what I mean? I used to play basketball all the time. And then it was just streets. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? That's where I looked up to it. I didn't have no role models like that, really. You know what I mean? Like, you know, my dad was gone. You know what I mean? That was it. It was streets, you know, and then eventually, you know what I'm saying? And then I got locked up at, you know what I'm saying, at 18 years old. You know, like I grew up in you know what I'm saying, in prison, you know what I'm saying, in prison. You know what I mean? Like really, you know what I mean? Of course I had my time in out here in the streets, you know what I mean? But like as far as my mentality and all that kind of stuff, I grew up in prison and now have to face everything that comes with that, you know what I'm saying, as far as how people just look at me, period.
Now here's the reality. Now see, that's another thing that's a big concept is how do you guys live on a daily, how does it feel to be, I know personally because I'm in the same situation these guys are in. There's no difference.
Hold on, Garrett. Before we get into the joint, right? In prison joint and all of that.
That's not what
I think
into.
you was trying to say
Fuck
something
you.
just before I cut you off. Sorry. I just want him to, you know what I mean, finish up with that, and then we get into that aspect real quick.
Yeah. So bro, go ahead and what are you saying about? You're telling us a little bit about where you're from and how you grew up.
Yeah, just you know.
You talking to me or Pancho?
No, you real.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was just went from group home to group home, bro. I was just in group homes, just running away, trying to go back. So basically when I went to the group homes, I was with my mama, and I went to I actually went to a foster home first, bro. And she was hella
the foster
cool,
home. The foster home is with a adult, and the group home is with everybody together. Like
group home is where you got like you can either have from 6 beds, so it'll be like 6 kids in the house.
In a house, or is this like? Chris, when you say what I'm picturing in my mind is this
like a facility or something like that. Yeah, me
it's
too.
like it's a piece of land with like dirt and little patches of grass. And you guys are off in this little building by yourselves, and they come get y'all in the morning, drive y'all to breakfast.
Group homes is like this, bro. It goes like this. You got California homes, like houses.
Real houses. Okay, so
they
it's a
are
real house.
3 bedroom, 4 bedroom homes or whatever. And three of the bedrooms will be 2 kids in each room, right? And then the other room would be like the staff's little like office type shit. You feel me? Where they keep all the records and the shit and the thing with the kids' meds and shit in it and you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. You feel me? And you get like allowance and it's like a group home. And then you got level 14 group homes. And I ended up going to one of those too. And that's where
my nigga, is that classified? Is that
this nigga stupid. No, but it's just like a big ass facility, bro, with 30 some kids, nigga, like from 12 to 17. I think it was like, yeah, like 12 to 17, bro. Like,
Yeah.
bro, that was like the craziest group home I was in. It was called Acts for Children, my dude. It was called Acts for Children, bro. Like ACE, it was an acronym for something. I don't remember what that shit even stood for. But it was a big ass, it had a big ass cyber facility, bro. It had big ass gate around that thing. They had vending machines. They had a little like theater where you can walk to the thing and watch movies in the thing. Bro, you couldn't leave nowhere to go do nothing. Like everything was right there. Bro, I'm telling you, that shit
That was
it
it.
Sound
was
like
a system
jail.
in itself.
Yeah, that sounds like the system.
For real.
was crazy, my nigga. The only thing I had to do was go to school, bro. Like you
And
can go
come
to
the fuck
school.
home.
And the schools that you was going to was like some whole other shit too. I went to the school called Grand Terrace, like
What?
up in
That sounds
the
like a
Inland
movie,
Empire.
nigga. That's the title for a movie.
Matter of fact, I think that's the city. I think that's one of the cities in the Inland Empire called Grand Terrace. It's a little
You see
school.
what I'm saying?
It's like it's a school called something Grand Terrace, but it's in that city of Grand Terrace, California, bro, in the Inland Empire. My nigga, that school was like the group home. Like I was like leaving from home to go to. It's my only time. Like I want to go to public school, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bitch, leave me alone. Let me out of here.
but yeah, bro, Acts for Children, that shit was, and nigga, that shit, man, from talking about 12 to 17. So you can just imagine all these little kids with all these anger issues and
For
mommy
real,
and
huh?
daddy
Just going
issues.
crazy.
Yeah, bad
Yeah, like,
experiences,
nigga,
shit like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
like, it was just, bro, that shit was crazy. Niggas with
Yeah.
kids, they were 12 years old, they got kids, man.
Holy shit.
like,
Hey,
big
bro.
crazy.
Now that's
Niggas
now
15,
now
we got
here's a deep
all that
question
shit
right
on
here.
us.
Here's a deep question because of that. Poncho, I want you, you know what I'm saying? When you now that you've acquired a piece of fucking trail of black and white that has been decided by a bunch of other people that you did something wrong, you know what I'm saying? Now we all understand, we're grown now, we understand laws are there for a reason, they protect people, and we understand it is fuck the police, but we know they serve the purpose of hindering chaos. All right, we all understand that. But now that you have a record that these people have given you, how has that changed how you look at life? Has that changed how you move in life? Or do you believe fuck that record, that is not me? I am who I am, and I'm gonna be more than that and move beyond that. How does that affect your music?
I don't think it really affects my music, but it affects like everyday living, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't get the same opportunities that everybody else does.
No.
Whether they say we do or not, you know what I'm saying? Like I've got denied jobs. I've got, you know what I'm saying? Like just because of that. And that's 12 years ago, 13 years ago, just because of that.
That's a whole person.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
No, for
And
real.
it's like, it's like, so I can impress you at an interview. I can impress you talking to you, you know what I'm saying? And you don't pick up a vibe that I've been to prison, but once you know I've been to prison, and then it broke these laws, then you look at me different just because of that. Just because, you know what I'm saying? I don't move like a criminal. I don't, you know what I'm saying? None of that, but I'm always going to be viewed as a criminal.
Because of that paper trail.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's crazy, you know what I mean? Because I'm not out here doing nothing, you know what I mean? But it's still, I still
Cutting
have
his lawn.
yeah, and I could still get in
Cutting his
trouble
lawn.
cutting my lawn, and I could still get and I could still, even though I don't do nothing wrong, I'm still look over my shoulder like I'm doing something wrong, because I feel like anything could happen, you know what I mean? Like I could get treated different if I get distracted and you know what I mean, like accidentally like trip
Go
out,
too
you know what I mean?
fast. Yeah, or even go too
Like
fast.
if I got into a fight with somebody, they start a fight and I end up, you know what I'm saying, I get on them or something, whatever the case, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he don't have a criminal record and I do.
Oh,
Even if he started everything and I still could get in trouble for that. Like, come on, bro. Like it's just it's not fair. It's really not fair.
Yeah, that's for real. That's real talk right there. Now, you know what I mean? The way society is set up, it's clear that, well, they say that the system is there to correct you or to help you to be a better individual. Both of you have been in, well, all three of you have been in the joint, you know what I mean? For different reasons, various reasons. You know what I mean? But what are your personal opinion on the system? Has it helped you in any way as a human being, and you know what I mean, in your decision makings and shit like that?
Oh yeah, for me, it
Can I
definitely,
please get some of this too when y'all done? I want to answer some of that too, right there.
it definitely make you think different and move different, because you know you got to live different for a moment of time, and so you know, and then you only thinking about yourself for so long too, you know, and then you come out and then you got to think about yourself and your kids and everybody else and your bills and your responsibilities, and you know what I'm saying, and all your loved ones. I mean, you had those same responsibilities at the time too, but you know, that's when
They're
you had your
minimized.
priorities all jacked up. But then as you become a man and you get older and mature, then yeah, you know, you'll take time and think like, okay, yeah, no, we ain't got time for all that, you know. We got all type of shit going on. We got too much shit going on to be playing, to be moving like he said, like a criminal. But yeah, like you can't be moving like no
Nah.
criminal.
No, you can't, man, because you got to remember, man, you in Rome, my nigga, and we in Rome, and the Romans got this. It's their laws. You can't do nothing to go against them. They the majority, we the minority. You know what I'm saying? We outlaws. We don't believe in following all their rules that they made up. You know what I'm saying? We don't believe in doing everything that they say. We don't believe in doing it that way. We don't believe in doing it their way. You know what I'm saying? We have an outlaw mentality. But we know that following their rules, they're gonna leave us the fuck alone. That's it. We're not following it because we want to, but we know for a fact if we follow their motherfucking rules, you know what they're gonna do? Leave us the fuck alone. That's all we want. And when when you're in there, to me, this is the mentality that made me never, ever, ever, ever want to go back in that motherfucker. I felt like I was inside a box, inside a box, inside a box, inside a box. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I mean by that. I was in a room that was a box. The day room was a box. The unit was a box. The yard was a box. Everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And they put a fence around you in the box. And for some reason that fucked my head up. And I was like, bro, I don't never want my freedom to ever be taken like this. And I told myself, that's why I left Seattle. You know what I'm saying? And I came all the way out here to where I had to change my environment, you know what I'm saying? And my mom said one thing to me too. My mom said, no matter where you go, there you are. So, you know what I'm saying? So I left one place to get away from it, but yeah, I don't know, man. It changed everything for me, man.
Yeah,
it changed everything for me, bro. I've never experienced nothing like that in my life, Joe. Like, you gotta understand, like,
and never want to do it again.
No, and I don't want nobody that I don't even go through that. You gotta understand, bro. When you watch movies and you remember, I'm an 80s baby. So when they were showing prison in the 80s, niggas was really getting it. Niggas was either getting it or they was getting it. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? My mentality when I first hear about prison, you know what I'm saying, is okay, it's gonna be that. And I went to close custody, my first bid. You know what I'm saying? For what reason? I don't know. Okay, I had no criminal record, but hey, let's put him in the most place we could put him. So I've seen shit that the shit you've seen there sometimes, like how we lived life in there is different. You know what I'm saying? Some people just come, they sit on their bunk, read a book, and they leave. You know what I'm saying? And whatever traumatized, they're traumatized by it. It's all inside of them. You don't never see it. Some people come and it affects them, and the violence they're perpetrated on the street, they're not perpetrated in prison. You know what I'm saying? It keeps on going. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be in a gang or individually, you know what I'm saying? But it affects you so greatly, bro, because everything, sometimes like, listen, man, I don't know about you guys.
I guess there's a survival instinct that kind of kicks in naturally, especially when
you're
fight or flight. You know what I mean?
Yes,
you're in a war environment, so you automatically adapt mentally, physically, emotionally.
And if you don't, bro, believe me, it will break you, bro. Because I was in the hole for 6 months one time, bro, and I saw crazy motherfuckers just lost it. They lost it. Just the time they couldn't deal with the time, and the time broke the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Now my kid, bro. I just use, that's what I use, bro. I just use that as all my go, bro. I don't even like as far as like the record and shit, like it has affected me on like trying to get a job or something a couple times, but like, or actually only just once, I think. But I ain't really had hella jobs, so But now,
You are right, dude, motherfucker. You are, yeah, you're right. You literally went bang bang.
yeah, just have
You've
those two
only had
jobs.
2 jobs.
Yeah, and so I'm
He
just
said,
trying
yeah.
Yeah.
to keep myself occupied, bro.
Yeah.
Now I'm selling cars, you know what I'm saying, and I'm actually doing really well at it. My man actually is how I got introduced to the my man's Garnett, man. He's how I got
Hey man,
introduced to
I
the
don't got
car.
no. They don't use my government. I'm playing.
Nigga, you got
But yeah,
Ghana here.
Is how he's
no, but yeah, the record don't affect you. That, to be honest with you, the record once you get by it and you realize what it is, and you realize that hey, some people gonna see it the way it is, and you're able to actually say, you know what I'm saying, that's what it is, and you can just start here and you progress. But it takes time to get over that record. But the impact that
Yeah.
being in there has on you mentally
Mhm.
is heavy.
It's on your
bro.
function. how you
Yeah,
function.
the mental impact.
That's
of
what I
being in there
wanted
is
to
heavy,
ask.
bro.
By the way, you know what I mean? How the because I can just imagine. I've never been in jail or prison. You know what I mean?
Good
But
job,
I can
cousin. I
just
love you. I love you, cousin. Big
I
up.
can just imagine the mental trail that it leaves on you and the effect that it leaves on your life. It's like a stamp. You know what I mean? You're marked.
Yeah.
How do you the change of environment? Because when you leave prison, I think you train your body and your mind to be in a certain atmosphere, and so it's easier to adapt, right? I'm just guessing. But once you're out of the system, once you're out of the joint, you're among your family, your friends, you know what I mean? You're a free man, per se, you know what I mean? But how do you adapt to that new environment that you are no longer used to because of the experience that you've had to been through while in prison?
Like
the
for me,
quickest sort of that. Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
like for me, like the adapt, like so, like I went from prison to prison, so you have to get used to that kind of adaptment. You have to.
Whoa,
like-
hold on. What do you mean in prison? Like you went? So while
I'm
you were
saying-
in prison,
Yeah,
went
you
from
have to
prison
adapt. You adapt to your surroundings, I guess you could say, from place to place to place. You know what?
Yeah.
You are like for me. I am by myself going here with thousands of other people. You know what I'm saying? Or however many people are in that place. So it's
Yeah.
adapt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I put more into it waiting to get out, but once I stepped out is adapt. You know what I'm saying? It's in our nature to adapt, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
My uncle did some time, man, and my pops did 23 in California. They both did them. They both did their time in Cali. And I remember I was talking to him on the phone, and he was just saying how niggas is just humans, just mammals, bro, and mammals adapt. You just adapt, bro. That's just what it is, bro. You're a mammal, and you're gonna adapt, bro. There ain't even no, you know what I'm saying?
So what about the guys that you see that's been out for 5-6 years and he's still walking around doing? Yeah, honey, it's like 5 years.
Sometimes though, you know, it don't change. It ain't gonna change like how you move. It'll change how you think, or it might change how you move, but still don't change how you think. Because everything it don't affect everybody the same way. Everybody don't get the same. Everybody don't have the same journey. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's journey ain't the same walking down that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people just look at it as this is what it is, and then it's nothing. Or some people look at it like, I ain't never doing this shit again. And some people go in there and they lose their mind. And some people, you know what I'm saying? There's just some people just go in there and just do their time and get, you know, you just use your mind and you go to school or whatever. Like everybody don't have the same journey. So
some people might actually learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Like their first time. Some might go in there and they might be like, you know what? This, but I'm telling you right now, the system has nothing to do with
some people
rehabilitation.
actually just slip up too. It ain't even about learning. Like sometimes you just like it's cats in there that don't even really deserve to be in there
at all. There was just driving, smoking a joint, threw the joint out. The police pulled them over and hey,
don't even deserve to be in there.
You got DUI. Guess what?
This is talents and great minds and all kind of shit.
Yeah, but so here's the thing about it. Like Real said, it's about adapting. And when you get out of there, I'm not gonna lie. For me, I felt like I was in a different place for a while. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I felt like it was a different world, bro. Some of this shit I like. What is this? This ain't real. This has to be the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I remember there was a dude down the hallway that was getting out in like a week and a half, and they caught him fucking another dude. I'm like, what? This can't be real. Like, what? Like, what? You go home in like a week and you're in your fucking men's? You getting caught on men's? Like, what? Shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like I know, I don't know about nobody else, my nigga, but that shit, you might not think it affects you, but it affects you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It affects
Yeah.
you. You know what I'm
It
saying?
definitely affects you.
Yeah. You might
It
not, you
definitely
might, you
affects
might
you.
say, you know what I'm saying? Some people are more able to be like, nah, crazy. You know.
No, because you definitely like if you're in a situation, if you're in that for so long, you're gonna bring those tendencies with you. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit don't leave you. Like, you know what I mean? Like it becomes like, you know what I'm saying? It becomes like second habit in a way, like some of the stuff, the way that you move in there,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
But
you know,
for
I
me
don't know.
personally, like Real said, it's the adapting part that's been a little bit difficult for me. And you know, it's for me personally, I tend to avoid people because I'm not really good with people. I'm not the best with people. So I try to avoid a lot of as I can because I don't know, man. It fucked me up. I'm gonna keep it real. That shit fucked me up, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I'm keep it a buck, bro. That shit fucked me up. That shit, bro. I remember at one point in time, motherfuckers was using rubber pens to stab motherfuckers. You guys know what I'm talking about? The pen that just flex and just got a little
Yeah,
metal
like,
tip. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
holding on to that and trying to stab motherfuckers with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think, like Jay did question, does it rehabilitate you? No, I don't think it does. I think if you go in there with the mentality like Real said, and you say to yourself, you know what, this is nothing, I'm gonna not gonna look at it this way, I'm gonna use it for this, then maybe you have a chance. But normally that's a person that's not a criminal. That's somebody that, like he said, slipped up and got in there. If you're a criminal and you go in there as a criminal and you meet other criminals, you guys are gonna talk about criminal shit. So, so you're gonna you're gonna learn you can either learn how to be a better criminal from older criminals, or you're gonna keep
Yeah.
on doing what you're doing prior to entering
For real,
in there.
because I can't say like me and Real were in there being like, look, so this is what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna get the pack right when we get out. You know what I'm saying? Like we weren't saying none of that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like you put yourself in that kind of position, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
when you get
yes,
out by who you're associating with, you know what
yes.
I'm saying?
But
You
I
see
saw a
what kind
lot of
of,
that
yeah, you see what kind of people are on the same thing that you're
page.
on, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I like during my time, like I did everything to better myself, you know what I'm saying? Because all I did was analyze myself the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Think about how I am. You think things I could get better at, things I could, you know what I'm saying, educating myself, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Reading, you know what I mean? I didn't, you know what I'm saying, exercising my body, you know what I'm saying, and just trying my best to prepare myself for when I get
For
out, you know
when
what I
you got
mean?
out.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And
Because I didn't,
you guys are one of the lucky. You guys are the one. You guys are not the majority though. You guys are the minority in what you did. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I remember being in the room with CJ and me and CJ having word days where we would pick a word and we'd have to use that word in our vocabulary to make our lexicon bigger. You know what I'm saying? But that's
hey,
I remember that. I remember
I
those.
had a partner. Yeah,
But
we used to do shit, had like a little rap. We used to have like not a
yeah, I
rap
remember.
game, but
Hold on, real quick. But I remember, you know, what I'm saying, doing that myself. And we are not the majority. We are the minority of guys that are in prison. You guys don't realize that. The majority of guys that are in prison are sitting around having conversation about criminal shit. Now, they're talking about the crimes they did. I've actually heard people in prison talk about tell motherfuckers how to do the better way. Nah, this ain't what you should have did, huh? This is what you should do. They be like, yeah, when I get out, I'm gonna do it like that for real. I'm fit to score. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
the majority are of people that are in there not getting any rehabilitation unless you choose to, like you know, like you guys did. You see
Just
what I'm saying?
try to build your mind. Just
Yeah,
use
and
it
it
as
has to be a personal choice,
a
bro.
mind exercise.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
it has to be a personal choice. There's no
definitely.
rehabilitation in that shit. That shit is unless you
It's on
choose to.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's on
hey,
you.
the hardest part really is like being away from, like just being away, like just like you just
From
away,
reality.
Family and friends.
away.
From where
That's like the hardest part. Like all you got is a phone call, bro. Like
you're away. You're just
all you got
away,
is a phone
bro.
call. Like you got voice waves, bro. You got sound waves. That's all you got, bro. You feel me? Like
And
That
letters,
shit, that shit, that shit.
pictures.
That was the roughest part for me. Like, cause I'm like real family oriented. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I
you
really
are.
love my family. Like, I love being around my family, man. You feel me? Like, I love being around family, bro. Like,
Yeah.
whenever it's a reunion or any of my family getting together and all that, I'm trying to be there. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm taking red eye flights, whatever it is. Like, I'm trying to like I'm
He's
trying to be
hopping.
with everybody. I'm trying to
Yeah.
see everybody at one time for real. Like,
Yeah,
and
God.
I got big family too. Like, it's hell of us on mama and daddy side. In Oakland and in Frisco, like big, it's you know, it's big love. So I'll be trying to have all that. I'll be trying to have all that. Then I want my kids around all that too, man, as much as possible. Feel me? Like, it feel like these kids don't be around their cousins and shit no more. Like, when I was growing up, our cousins, we all damn near like brothers and sisters and brother. Feel me? Like, this shit
One big
crazy. Now
family.
the kids don't even know their cousins and siblings.
Yeah, it's a different world we're living right now, bro. It's not like when we was growing up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? When
Nah,
we
it's
was growing up,
not,
like
man.
my cousin was my brother too. There wasn't no little difference, but there was no separation between brother and cousin when I was growing up. You
Right,
know
your
what I mean?
auntie will whoop your ass the same way your mama would.
Exactly.
The
The
same way
same.
you at the house tripping.
Sometimes
What?
even worse.
What? And then you go
Aunt,
home and
Auntie
go get it
Nancy don't
again.
play. I remember my Auntie Nancy.
My
But it's a
aunties whoop
different.
my ass.
But here's what I'm. But it's a different world. We don't live in the same world, bro. But like I was saying, one more thing before we get ready to start closing this down, you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming back, music. We really wish we had V here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he'll
Yeah.
be here. He will be here.
We'll definitely bring it back though.
Yeah, definitely.
Part two.
Real and Poncho. Before we close out, I want you guys to let the people know where can they find your music, individually or together as Mac.
On it's Mac Music. You can find it on Mac Music on YouTube. You can find it on Frisco Lil on SoundCloud.
That's Mac with a K, by the way.
Most
Yeah, Mac
accurate,
with a K.
I think
It
there's
ain't a Mac with a cheese, nigga.
most accurate conversation on SoundCloud too has all the me and Versus old stuff that we first
Can you
did.
spell it out real quick? Can you spell that out? Can you spell it out? How you guys spell that? Is it just regular?
It's most accurate and then conversation with the K.
Okay. Conversation with a K, guys. You hear that, people? So when you go on that SoundCloud, you look for most accurate conversation, Mac, conversation with a K. You guys got YouTube up too, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, as we get ready to wrap this up, you guys, I want to ask you guys one last question. Music wise, what are you guys' dreams and goals with the music? Real aspirations, you know what I'm saying?
I just want, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be recognized, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm hip, like at the end of the day, I'm hip hop. You know what I'm saying? This is my life. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop. Like I want to be recognized. Like of course, Jay-Z, but there's rappers that are so dope that don't get the recognition, you know what I'm saying? But they're comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm a rapper's rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't, I might not say stuff that relates to these kids, you know what I'm saying? Or anything like that, you know what I mean? But a rapper, if a rapper hears me, they're like, yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it's competition to me. Like I almost feel like a friendly competition, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if I could do it, then it happens, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna make sure I do it right, and I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it a push.
They say shoot for the moon, you're gonna land among the stars.
Yeah.
That's what they
You know what I'm
say.
saying? I'm gonna give it a push, you know what I'm saying? And either way, I'm gonna have timeless music that's gonna be there forever. You know what I mean?
Right. And then you only fail if you don't try. So
Yeah. Factoids.
that's
We know
something
real said he don't. Real said he's not real. He's just here. He's just here. Capancho want him to be here. So
Nah, don't get it twisted. He love music.
yeah, he love music.
You're working on that merch.
Yeah, we love the music, man. That's what it's all about, man. The love for the music, man. That's why it's Mac Music, man. We love the music, man. You know?
Yeah.
And we ain't on there talking about shit we ain't doing and all the craziness, and we just talking about, you know, what, you know, how we feeling, you know, and
It's
what we
music,
really
making
doing,
good music.
you know, just life, real life. Just talking about real life, man. Just having fun, man. We just trying to have fun, man. Just
And
make
listen,
some
I promise you, yo.
you know, just go to work, you know, feed my kids, man, you know.
Listen, I promise you, people, like, subscribe, share. Go to Mac Music. Go find it. That's Mac Music. Mac Most Accurate Conversation with a K for the conversation.
Yep. Check them out on YouTube and SoundCloud.
Yeah, for real. Like, subscribe, share, man.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for coming. This episode
Yeah,
has been
thank you,
really
bro.
good. I really appreciate it.
It was definitely dope.
And listen, their music is what you hear at the beginning. The Global State of Mind, they're the intro. So when you see us popping up and hear the music, that's gonna be them, and our outro is them. You know what I'm saying? Listen to them, listen to these songs, you know what I'm saying? You get a little snippet, it's gonna get your little ears all juiced up, you know what I'm saying? Go listen to the whole thing. So thank you, Mac Music, for coming through. JD, thank you guys so much for this conversation. Anything you want to wrap up with, JD, real quick before we go?
No. I think that's about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, of course. Hit us up on Facebook, YouTube. We're on Instagram, GSM Podcast, you know what I mean? All
Global State of
platforms.
Mind.
Shout out to the Mac
Yo.
group, you know what I mean? Show some love. Go ahead and check out their music videos or audios or whatever they have out. You know what I mean? My boy Real coming up with some merch. Show some love there too whenever he drop the merch. So
Yeah, show them what it is.
yeah.
Show them what it is. Show them,
It's
show
all
them,
love.
man.
Yeah, the
Show them
big
the
dog,
brand,
man.
big dog,
This right,
big
this ain't no
dog.
merch, right? This ain't the merch, though. This ain't the merch, man. The merch. This
you got the
this right
prototype.
here, this for my man. My man's Cheddar. My man's Cheddar actually made this for me, man. Shout out him. Actually, man, if you want something done, he got it going on. He got it going on, man, out here, man. So if you want something done, holler at Cheddar, man. My man's got it right real quick, man. But I do got some merch coming out though for my food truck that I'm trying to pushing out. And yeah, that's coming real soon. I got them shirts coming real soon, man. Yeah, and they
Fridays.
real saucy too. They gonna be real saucy, man. Please.
Just know we out here moving, man. You might never
Yeah.
see it, but when it's there, he's gonna be there. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Thank you, people. We love you. Global State of Mind. Thank you, family. Don't forget to love, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you guys again next week.
Peace.
Everybody say they proud of me, but do better, boy, you gotta be, you gotta be one in a million, it's like the lottery. I got the rock, now who guarding me? Doggy, please play that hard and D, shake like Kyrie, this easy money, obviously. I'm hitting number net, too much game, I'm spitting number net.